From Jackson
because they
Dart to
exceeded
little Jordan
expectations.
Humphrey.
All right, welcome back to the Kings of the East. We got a few topics we're going to go over today. First, we're going to start off and do our predictions for our NFC East matchups this week. Then we got a segment called Bubble or Trouble. I'll explain later. And after that, we got Stacking the Deck. And we'll close out the episode talking about some other matchups across the league within the AFC and NFC as well. So we'll go ahead and start up talking about our NFC East matchups. First, we have my man Ryan, the Commanders.
Sure.
Y'all coming off a pretty good win with the against the Raiders. This week you guys play the I forgot to write it down, not gonna lie. Who y'all got again?
Falcons got
Falcons.
The
Atlanta in
Falcons.
Atlanta.
So yeah, we got the
Yeah.
Falcons in the A, and we're
hmm
gonna see who's gonna come to play. So what you thinking about this week?
Yeah, man. Just some keys to victory for this week. Playing a banged up team, not in the sense of injuries or anything, but they just got beat 30-0 in a divisional game against the Panthers. I know they got a very sour taste in their mouth, so we got to
Hmm.
really take advantage of this opportunity, and we got to go out there and we got to do our job. And the way we can do our job is, number one, defensively, you got to contain Bijan Robinson. I think
For
this week
sure.
they're going to rely a lot on him. You got to rely on your stars when you're coming off a game like this. So I think they're going to feed him a ton in this game. So that's
Okay.
the number one. That's the number one key. Number two for our defense, you can't let Michael Penix find his footing. Um,
Yeah.
he hasn't had the greatest start to his career. Has he shown flashes? For sure. His biggest flash was actually in this game against us on Sunday night, where he scored on a 4th and 13 to send the game to give the team a chance to win that football game.
Hmm.
Um, we can't let him find his footing against us this year. You know, we really got to come out strong, stopping the run, so that we had a opportunity and the privilege to rush the passer. For offense, just can't turn the ball over, no matter who's at quarterback. I'm comfortable, and I know a lot of our players and our organization is very comfortable with whoever is at quarterback between JD and Marcus Mariota. So we can't turn the ball over. Had that one cheap turnover early in the game on Sunday. Mariota thought he was back at Oregon, and he fumbled the ball. So we can't have that this week. Really got to tighten that up. You give opportunities to a bad team, bad things can happen. And lastly, run the football. We have to run the football, especially with the injuries that we're hearing to a Terry McLaurin. We're weak here at wide receiver. So we got to rely on our running game. With our three backs and Debo Samuel, we have to spread the ball around by running the ball. So, and they got some really good pass rushes over there too. So I think we're up for the task. I am very confident about going into this game. And my score prediction for this game is going to be 31-17.
Sheesh. Okay. All right. Y'all got any questions for Ryan based off of everything he said on his matchups?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have a question,
Go ahead. You go ahead,
but
Conte.
I got this thing. I just thought like it's interesting that you think that score is going to be like that because they're going to be pissed off. They just got embarrassed. They're going to be pissed off. I think it's going to be a closer game than you think, but you guys are the better team in my opinion. So it should be a good one.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll add to that. I think they'll also be pissed off from last year too. I think they got a bad taste in their mouth from y'all matchup last year. A lot of them. I talked to, one guy. One of my guys is on the Falcons, and he told
Oh,
they
yeah.
feel like they should have won last year too. So it's a little sting from their last game they just lost, and last year when they lost to y'all too. So
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
I think they got a lot bigger fish to fry at this point, though. A lot of people trying to save their jobs, and that's where you could kind of overcompensate in areas, and it could start to go bad. So that's a young football team too. So we don't know how they bounce back from bad games like this. You know what I mean? Playing
Hmm.
a veteran team like the Commanders, a team who on offensively, we don't hold any prisoners. You know, we don't care who we're playing. We're gonna run the score up. So, I definitely understand. You know, they pissed off, got all the shout taste in their mouth and stuff, but people jobs on the line right now. Offensive coordinator already out the booth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, I don't have any questions either, man. I kind of agree with his take on it, man. The Falcons, they're just a bad coach team right now. And the Commanders, I'm going to just stop doubting them when they play bad teams. Normally, the Commanders, they play bad teams good, and that's just my normal thing with the Commanders. I think it's going to be a good game, but they really handled the Raiders, and that was a team that was coming off a bad loss, a division loss, that I thought was going to try to compete and make that a closer game. So I just think the Commanders got a good coaching staff, and even with the backup quarterback, if Jaden's playing, it looks like he's going to try to play this week. Like, they're just a well-coached team that's not going to make too many mistakes, and they beat bad teams. Bad teams make mistakes. So, yeah, I agree. I think y'all win this week, too.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say. When Dan Quinn was our coach, who's the new coach for the Manders now, he always has prepared. That's why it was a little surprising that y'all weren't as prepared against the Packers. Y'all were coming off a short week, but, like Maha said, y'all be coming out prepared for sure and ready to play. Just, who's going to win. So, nah, I'm with all y'all. So, we're going to segue into Conte with the Giants. So Conte and them coming off a tough loss against the Chiefs. They're playing another team from the Chiefs division this week, which is the Chargers. So we got the 0-3 Giants against the 3-0 Chargers, who have been looking real good lately. So what you think? How you feeling about your matchup this week, Conte?
It's a tough matchup. I'm not gonna
Okay.
front. It is a very tough matchup, especially for a rookie quarterback getting his first start. But with that being said, I love it.
Okay.
Throw him to the fire. We'll see what we got with him.
That is a
Our
tough
keys
test
to
to
victory.
start.
It is, especially that defense. They're good
Yeah,
defense.
legit.
But
Derwin James.
Florida
yeah.
State.
Some of our keys to victory, right? I'm gonna start with we got to protect our rookie. And when I say protect him, I mean the offensive line. I think part of the reason why he's even getting this start is because we got Andrew Thomas back, and Andrew Thomas
Okay.
still looked the way he looks. I think we're protecting his blind side. I think they feel confident about that. Also, when I say protect, I mean get the boy's confidence up. Protect his confidence. Start with some quick plays, short routes, some crossing routes, do some screens. We did a lot of that in the preseason, and it works for us. Just get his confidence up, and I think he'll be all right. And also the RPO, run play options. I think that's going to be his bread and butter. With Russell, we couldn't have our full offense. I think Jackson, they both can really cook up and we can really get active. So I'm expecting a fun game. Yeah. So another one is we need to win third downs.
Okay.
Third downs. These 3 and outs. The defense comes back. The defense can hold a team, but if they're always on the field, we're gonna lose. So we need to extend drives. We need to, extend drives. And we need to establish the run as well. That's another one of our keys. Establish the run, so that play action can set up these RPOs, do some quick plays, and I don't know. I think we're going to see a pretty good offense this week. Even though it's a rookie, obviously we're going to see mistakes, but I'm expecting good things from the offense. Some keys to victory for the defense. We need to create pressure on Justin. We need to get to him. We need to get to him early. He needs to have that in his mind all game that hey, we got Abdul, Brian, Dex, Kayvon, they're coming. And if we can do that, it'll get it to my next point, which is create turnovers. This is a team that they can run. They can get ahead and they don't look back. So I expect us to hopefully get some turnovers, slow that down, and just convert on those turnovers as well. We need to get points. I think we only have 1 turnover this season from a Drew interception versus Dallas. We need to create more turnovers. So those are my
Wasn't
keys to
even a
victory.
real catch.
It wasn't. It wasn't. But I expect a tough game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I saw something. Their coach, he's like 8-2 against rookie quarterbacks. In his past last season, he was 4-0 against rookie quarterbacks. He plays rookie quarterbacks well, and he has a really good defense as well. So, but I think we will impress people. I think Jackson's gonna be all right. I really do think he's gonna be all right. I'm gonna say 17-24 Chargers win.
Okay.
I'm expecting that, but yeah, I'm just ready to look at the rookie, man. I think last week I came in here and said the season was over. Every time I'm ready to give up on these motherfuckers, they bring me back. So our season starts now. Our season starts now, and
I like
our
that.
season. I'm not thinking playoffs. I'm not thinking Super Bowl. Our season this year is to develop Jackson Dart. And that starts this week.
sure.
That starts this week. So I'm looking forward to it.
I want to add. I actually disagree. I think y'all gonna win this game.
Okay.
I think Jackson Dart coming in is gonna just rejuvenate the football team as a whole. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
bro, like the Eagles went through the same thing when Carson Wentz was playing horrible. The first game Jalen Hurts played was against the Saints, who was the number 2 seed in the NFC. They were
Yeah.
rolling, and our team picked up their game, and we shocked the world and beat the Saints that day. I just think it happens even when like a benching happens. Like the team
Yeah.
overall plays better, and I think the Chargers are
Yeah.
riding on that high. And I think they're gonna get humbled. I think they're gonna sleep on y'all, and I genuinely am picking the Giants to win that game. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Honestly, hope you're right.
Okay. Sheesh.
Ryan, I want to hear from Ryan, man.
I'm about to say, because this the dark downer over there.
Right.
Man,
I think
you got
Dart
to say?
balls, man. That's a change, bruh.
listen, man. I'm really thinking like
Nah,
what to
say
say
what you gotta say,
because
son.
it's like,
It's on scratch.
Conte, what's your favorite food, bro?
My favorite food, I like pizza.
Yeah. Perfect. That's damn near perfect. But listen, this is my thing, man. Listen. You're at home, you watching a movie. You're like, oh, there's a pizza in the refrigerator. You want some nice hot pizza.
Yeah.
You are desperate for some good hot pizza right now.
Okay.
So you hurry up with the movie on. And you got to hurry up. You can't push pause. You got to hurry up, go warm it up. Throw it in the microwave. You take it out the microwave too early.
Okay.
You bite it. The first bite is hot. It's like, ooh, this is good. Then you get in that middle. It's cold because you rushed it.
Okay.
And now you sitting down, you looking at the movie. You don't want to get back up. You can't go back and put it in the microwave because now it's gonna get stale. And guess what you got to do when it gets stale? You got to throw it away, and you got to go get another box of pizza.
Okay.
I think the Giants are rushing. I think the Giants are desperate.
For sure.
I think the Giants were desperate when they drafted Jackson Dart, traded up and got him. This guy can be good. He can really be good. He has the intangibles. He can run. He Jalen Hurts comp, all of that. But in this offense, I'm just looking at the success that he had in the preseason. That's not happening against these grown men in the NFL in week 4 of an NFL season. Week 4 through 17. It's just 18. It's just not happening. So I think he could be good at some point. But the worst thing that I would hate to happen is that you guys are back in the top 3 in the draft this year, and you got to make a decision. Do I think he's going to be Josh Rosen bad? No. But do I think it's going to have to be a decision made at the end of the year if a certain quarterback is in that draft? Yeah. Because I do not think Jackson Dart is ready.
Okay. I like the pizza analogy, man, but I think you're a little wrong with that, man. This is it's not that. I don't think it's that. I think genuinely, if we didn't get Russ, I think he starts week 1. I think they just kind of gave Russ to start off some. You're a vet. We just gave you $10 million. We don't want to look crazy for giving somebody $10 million just sit on the bench, and we already got Jameis. It was like we got to kind of see him through a little bit, and then once it wasn't looking like anything. I think they're confident. Like everyone in the locker room is confident about Jackson. Everyone raves about him. It's been rumblings even before Russ played bad that hey, he could start week 1. You know. So I'm expecting. And you even said like the way our offense ran. I'm gonna be honest. You haven't seen the offense. I haven't seen the offense.
Okay.
None of us have seen the offense of Jackson Dart, and we're about to see it this week. And I guarantee it's gonna look different. I'm telling you.
He saw it in preseason.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree with
that's
Conte.
preseason.
Earlier, he said that they're gonna be able to open the playbook. You're gonna see a different Giants team, like doing different things that they couldn't do with Russ. So
Yeah,
you're gonna
I'm
see that
expecting.
game. It's gonna
I'm
it's gonna
expecting
be
a
a real good matchup.
creative day ball play calling that it's not simple as hey run straight. Hopefully one of y'all get open. I think it's really gonna be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Giants
It's
might
fun
be
having a
coming.
rookie quarterback. It's fun, you know.
It is, bro.
Yeah,
You know that,
gonna be a
Ryan.
good
It's
experience.
fun having a rookie quarterback.
It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
ride for sure.
and my thing is, I mean, I hear your thing about if we wanted to, he could have started week 1. Yeah, who y'all signed first, Jameis or Russ?
I want to say Jameis. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jameis.
it was Jameis first.
Why give $10 million to a bridge guy? Why not? If we so confident, why give $10 million to a bridge starter? If we already have a bridge starter on top of that.
Maybe
I think they
didn't
weren't
it's
certain that they
available.
were. Yeah, they weren't certain that they were able to get Dart. You know, they wanted us to hedged their bet basically.
Y'all did get him before the draft.
Yeah,
Y'all did
yeah.
get Russ before the draft.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup, Chargers and Giants. But we gonna move on. We got undefeated matchup here. We got the Buccaneers against the Eagles, both 3-0, coming off pretty good wins. And yeah, how you feeling about this matchup, Mahad?
I'm feeling good, man. I think our keys to victory for this matchup is
Oh,
Saquon. What happened? You good?
good. Yeah, you
Uh,
good. You good.
yeah, I think our keys to victory for this game is Saquon Barkley. I think this the game Saquon Barkley gets going, man. I think Todd Bowles hasn't played against Saquon Barkley. He hasn't played against A.J. Brown either yet. So I think, after last week, I think teams are going to expect us to come into this game to air it out to try to continue to prove that point. But I really think we're going to get back to our bread and butter. I think we're going to run the ball. So my first key to victory is Saquon Barkley breaking 100 yards against that front seven. They got a stout front seven. I'm not going to lie. I know, obviously, Vita Vea, we played them for years. He's a problem. I think a sleeper that they got is Hassan Reddick. I think he's going to be hungry this game. The way we let him go without getting that deal, I think he's going to, if Lane Johnson doesn't play, I think he's going to try to cause havoc. So that's still an unknown. But, yeah, I think Saquon Barkley is our first key. Our second key to the victory is our DBs, man. Our DBs, Jacorian Bennett went to IR today, so he's going to be out at least 4 weeks. So Dory Jackson is dealing with an injury. Vic Fangio has said to the media that he's told Keely Ringo as of recently that you're going to get your shot. Just stay ready. So is this the week Keely starts? I hope it is. I want to see what we got in the youngin. I was high on him coming out the draft, and I know some people aren't, but I really think he got talent. He's a 6'3" corner, runs a 4.3. Like he's a specimen. He's the reason he got drafted. I want to see what that looks like on the field. So I'm excited to see that against Ibuka and possibly Godwin. They don't have Mike Evans this week, so I was kind of honestly sick of hearing that because I wanted them at their strength and I wanted us at full strength. So to see what that looks like. So my third key to victory is probably our front seven versus their O-line. Baker gets off on us. Like, he puts up numbers on us. The last couple of years, I think every game he's went over 300. So Baker airs it out on us. I'm ready for us to finally put that to bed. I think our defensive line versus their O-line, we haven't had that Jalen Carter game yet. I think this is the game he makes his imprint. So I'm ready to see that. Score prediction, I think we get this monkey off our back. Man, I think we're ready. We're going down there a day early just to get used to the heat. I think Philly's locked in for this game. So I got us at 24-14, moving on to 4-0.
14?
I think we play stout. I think Mike Evans out them hurts them. They're relying a lot on a rookie wide receiver. So yeah,
He's been playing pretty good week by week.
When Mike Evans on the other side, when Jalen McMillan on one side and it's him, or what we going? Well, is it gonna look the same? We don't know. We gotta see. I'm ready to see that.
Chris Godwin back.
Okay.
He's back at practice.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
He hasn't been cleared to play yet. He's coming off of ACL, and we just stopped Puka.
Nah, he cleared.
We stopped Puka and Devontae Adams. I mean, respectfully, Ibuka's still a rookie. I want to see what that looked like. Yeah, we did stop him. You can look like that all you want. We stopped him. Them boys go over 100 plus on everybody else. We stopped them. So yeah.
We're gonna see if y'all can get over y'all kryptonite, because like you said,
Chris
I think they
Godwin
won the
back
last
too.
4 matchups.
I know he back at practice. I know he's been cleared to return from the ACL, but they still haven't said he's gonna play or not.
Oh no, I got him in my fantasy. He playing.
He back, bro. He playing.
Yeah.
He playing.
You know it's gonna come out probably. What's today? Wednesday.
I know he tried to
Yeah.
practice with.
Friday.
He got some reps.
Come
He was,
out
he was a
Friday.
limited. He was a limited.
He was a
today.
full. I thought he was full participant.
Nah, he's full participant today.
Yeah, if he full on Wednesday, he playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
He's probably playing.
Well, bring
That's the
him
cheat
on.
code. I got him
Bring him
starting.
on. Bring him on. I ain't worried about no Chris Godwin. Mike Evans the one that scared
I'm
me.
just saying, you was talking about some McMillan on the other side and stuff.
I don't even think McMillan playing either. I think he hurt too.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think-
because Tiz Johnson been playing a lot.
Yeah. I think he hurt too. So
Okay.
I mean, bring him on. I
Yeah,
want him at full
Abe,
strength.
you got a pretty big matchup this week as well, man. Let us know what keys to victory.
Who they got?
Yeah, we got
Oh,
we got Micah coming back to Big D. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Big dog
Yeah,
coming
we
back.
Got the prime time. We got the prime time Sunday night game. So I'm gonna go over a couple keys to victory for our offense and defense. I'll start with our offense. So offense, Haven't been too mad at them this season, but what I have been mad at is us turning the ball over. So that's one of our keys to victory. We've been moving the ball and turning the ball over in scoring position every single time. So I'm getting tired of that. Every single time we turn it over, it's within the 30-yard line. We can either kick or maybe possibly score, but we'll never know because we ain't got the ball. So we got to stop turning the ball over. And my second key to victory on offense is better red zone play calling. So Shoddy, he's getting us down the field for most of our games and drive. Not gonna lie to you, like we only have 3 punts in 3 games, so we moving that ball in my opinion. So, but when we get down to the red zone, his red zone play calling's been a little shaky. I like to see him trust Javonte Williams more. If you going to trust him to running you down the field, trust him to punching in too. So instead of trying to run all these routes and Dak's choosing to throw it to CD or GP, like just run it in a couple times and give your running back a chance. So like to see some better red zone play calling. So we can put some more touchdowns on the board. We've been getting down the field and getting a lot of field goals. I want those to turn into 7 because we're gonna start playing some good teams like this Packers team. We gotta start getting used to getting in the end zone earlier in the season so it gets easier later in the season. So those are my 2 keys of victory for offense. Stop turning the ball over and better red zone play calling. On defense, we got to play our 111th. So when I was in junior college playing football, our DB's coach he used to always say you got to play your 111th. And what I mean by that is there's 11 people on the defense, and each person has to do their job. I watched a lot of film of our DBs from last weekend against the Bears. And in the zone, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. And it was normally like one person that didn't do their job and it made someone wide open. It's crazy how that sounds. Like one person not doing their job and the whole play looks so easy, one person open. That's really what was happening. Like it was a guy supposed to be in the flat and he's covering the middle of the field with the linebacker and not playing as 111th on the field. So I feel like if we clean up a lot of that, that will tremendously help out our pass defense. I still don't like this red zone scheme, but it is what it is. That's what our defense coordinator, Matt Eberflus, wants to do. So if we're going to do it, we got to stay disciplined and play our 111th. Everyone does their job, not trying to get into any their other teammates' zone doing their job. That's going to mess us up. So everybody do their job. Hopefully that'll help us in the pass defense game. Second key to victory on defense, we got to stay consistent with stopping the run. We've been pretty good this season, stopping some pretty good running backs. We held Saquon to 66. We got a good match. We got a good matchup. Laughing at that like that's crazy. Like
He
that.
just laughing. It's all right, bro.
Nah, you know why he laughing. It's cool. Well, I
You
can't
know.
wait till we play y'all. But yeah, we held Saquon to 66. Hopefully the Manders can do the same thing. And yeah, now we got a pretty close matchup to that with Josh Jacobs. I like him a lot. He's one of the top running backs in the league to me. So we're gonna have to consistently stop him so we can keep Jordan Love from throwing the ball in there. Because I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan Love. I don't think he's all that, to be honest with you. I think he caves under pressure, which is something we haven't been able to show this week. So I'm really hoping Matt Eberflus runs some blitzes so we can get somebody in this dude's face or whatever, because he's really not that good under pressure at all. It showed last week against the Browns. Of course, we don't have a Myles Garrett, so we're gonna have to send some blitz to get pressure because we don't have a Myles Garrett. So, but we saw how that helped them a lot last week, and I think that's going to help us a lot this
Mm.
week if we can generate some pressure and scheme up some blitzes instead of staying in zone 98% of the time. So those are my keys to victory. And I think this game's going to be a lot closer than people think. We got some rivalries on each side. We got Kenny Clark that got traded, Michael Parsons got traded, and Jerry Jones, Micah's feud. It's a lot of stories in this game. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. So my score prediction, I do think we're going to lose. We don't have CD. We don't have couple of our other players. I don't think it's going to be enough for us to beat them. If we do beat them, hey, more power to us. But it's going to be close. Like I said, I think it's going to be 24-20. I think it's going to be close. So that's my score prediction. So what y'all got for me?
I mean,
You made a comment about what a DB coach from Lackawanna. Who's that? Who's your DB coach?
Coach A. I think his real name was like Coach Acuna, something like that.
I
I
think
can't
I know you're
remember.
talking about.
You know what I'm
Another
talking
one
about?
of our
Yeah.
coaches, Coach Duda, he used to say, "Don't piss on me and tell me it's water." And Jerry Jones doing a lot of pissing, and he been telling y'all it's water. What happened to we're gonna be better without Michael Parsons? Because I
Bro,
have
it's week
not.
3, bro. You
I
can't
mean, hold
draw a
on.
conclusion to
I'm
that in 3 weeks,
about to
bro.
wrap up. I'm about to wrap up. You know what I'm
Go ahead,
saying?
bro.
You played a really beat up offensive line in the Giants. You played a
One
offensive
person, bro.
line. You played an offensive line with the Bears who they did a lot of work in the offseason putting them together. Those guys couldn't tie their shoes at the same time together to save their life. But all of a sudden, they play a Cowboys defensive line, zero pressures, zero win rushing rate, everything. So my thing is, Jerry Jones told y'all we are going to be better without Michael Parsons. I don't
He
see it,
said,
and I don't see it happening this year at all.
well, he said we would have better team defense. We're stopping the run a lot better than we did last season, and our main issue is the pass defense. You can talk about the pass rush not hitting home. We can talk about 20 teams in the NFL that ain't having no pass team rush hitting home right now. So yes, that is one of our problems, but it's not the only problem we have, and I don't think that's our biggest issue on defense either.
Why would
It's
I
Just
mainly.
run when we could throw?
Well, like I
And
said, I
you
think with
can't get
scheme
to the
changes and adjustments, I think it's going
quarterback.
to help us out. I don't think you can see through 3 weeks that Micah is the biggest, thing that's hurting our team right now through 3 weeks. It's only been 3 games, but
But
if you want to draw that conclusion, you can.
that is the
And then
biggest
you
thing y'all
said it
missing.
ain't like we got a Miles
I
Garrett, but
don't
you
think
had a
so.
Michael Parsons. I don't know. That's all I
Well,
Yeah,
got,
no,
though.
I
Miles
don't think
Garrett, he was disrupting the run and the pass. Michael doesn't do that. He didn't even do that last week against the Browns either. So, um,
he did it week one.
but yeah, he did do it week
And
one.
they
That's
damn
cool,
sure
bro.
did it week 2.
That's
And that was
cool,
the
bro.
and that was the two
That's
running
more
backs
power to him, man. No
you
power
just
to him.
seen on Sunday night go for how much on Baltimore? I'm just saying. But
Slim.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Dallas plays up to their competition. I
For
don't think
sure.
y'all gonna
For
get
sure.
washed. But I will
Yeah.
say the biggest thing that's missing from you guys is the pass rush to me. That's what I see when I watch y'all games. I saw Russell Wilson sit back there, have hella time and dice. Like your DBs will play better and more confidence when they had a Micah Parsons. Like Diggs and Bland, I know Bland ain't been playing, but Diggs, like I ain't seen Diggs look this
Excuse me.
bad since that first year he went to corner at Alabama, bro. He is getting torched, bro. So me
Y'all be
personally, I think
slicing, yo.
no, he's getting Avery. He's getting torched.
Nigga slips and falls, he getting torched. But go ahead, keep
What you
on.
you go up and try to press and you slip, you goofy. Like you, that's not.
I mean, it's just a mess up, bro. You slipped and
Like,
fell, bro. Like, but keep on. That's
has
cool.
has Trayvon Diggs not been a liability in that secondary this season?
I mean, I honestly don't know. Some of the plays, bro, it was not all on him. It was the safety, too. It was the scheme. But y'all can blame him on everything, too. Because I even thought on that play from last game on 3rd and 2 when they threw it to Roma Dunes on the out, I thought that was his fault until I
Of
watched the
course,
film.
there's
And it
probably
wasn't his
more
fault.
to it. There's probably
That's
more
what I'm
to
getting
it in
at.
the
But
concepts, but
that's what
he
I'm
has
getting
not
at.
individually been a good player for y'all team.
None of our DBs have. What the heck?
All right, he's the highest paid. That's why I'm
It's about
highlighting
the
him.
all pro.
I'm not talking about
I
the
mean,
practice
yeah,
squad
he
dudes
hasn't
that's
been an
not even
all-pro
supposed to
since
be
like
playing.
2021, yo.
That's my
So
point. And you know when he was all pro?
I
When
don't
Michael
think
Parsons.
Cowboys expect that
Oh,
out of
say it
him
again.
either.
Say it again for the people in the nosebleed.
You know why he
What?
was all pro
When
was
have I
because
ever
y'all.
sliced Trey Diggs on here?
No, we're
Oh,
not
go ahead,
talking about
Maha.
you. I'm talking about the pass rush helps the DBs.
I
Y'all
know,
have
I
no
know, but
pass
I
rush.
think y'all are too fixated on saying like Micah's the reason our DBs play well, and I just don't feel that way. But I understand
Yes.
why y'all feel that way. I just don't feel that way.
You
But
let a
I
Well,
do
double-digit
feel
sack
like
Micah,
guy.
Micah was
Demarcus
part. I do
Lawrence.
feel like
Yeah, it ain't just
Micah was
Micah.
part of the
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, it ain't just Micah.
I do
Demarcus
feel
was
like
over there
Micah
But
was
he
too.
was the
part of the
main
reason for
reason.
sure.
He was
But
the
again,
main
I
reason.
understand what you guys are saying. Russ was chilling back there and everything. But again, guys, we're not even blitzing, y'all. Like, it's literally rushing for the whole game. We're not even trying to help our pass rushes or our corners or anything. We're just
But
doing the
but
same thing
maybe
every play. Like,
maybe he
I just,
can't blitz because he knows those DBs
how
can't
would he
hold
know if
up.
he's not doing it, though? We've blitzed
I
8%
mean,
of our plays this whole
Avery,
season.
he spends the most times with these guys. He sees them in practice. He knows what they can and
I
can't do,
understand that,
bro.
but as a D coordinator, you still got to mix it up, man.
I
You
feel you.
can't
You
just
gotta
sit there
try,
and play the
right?
same play the whole game. That's all I'm saying. So I
I'm,
understand what y'all are saying, but when you are blaming certain things on personnel and whatnot, and the coach doesn't even give them chances to like blitz or anything, it's just straight up the field the whole time. They can't even stunt or anything. I kind of cut them some slack because they're not schemed to be successful. They're literally doing the same thing every single play. Like if you watch the film, you will see what I'm saying. Just y'all watch only on Sundays and don't watch anything
nah, but
after
I
that.
get
So.
that. But that's what
Well,
we are saying too. We
hold
agree
on though.
that you'll have
See,
a bad defense. No, hold on, Rob.
that's where I got the
Hold on.
problem.
Hold on. We agree you have a bad defense. We not trying to break down the X and O's
It's
of it. We just
bad pass defense though. Y'all act like it's the whole defense. The Ravens have a bad run defense and pass defense. We
okay.
don't
If you
have
want to
that both
say
of
it's
those
a bad,
problems.
if you want to say
We
it's a bad defense. The passing game, if you can't stop the pass, it's a bad defense. Like
Bro,
I ain't
you don't
gonna
please,
have
can
lie.
we
to.
Our
can
pass
we
defense is
please stop?
terrible. Our run
Like,
defense is top 10 in the league right now. So I'm not gonna say we
bro,
have a
and
bad
I bet
defense.
y'all probably had the
Bro,
least
we
amount
haven't
of
given up
rushing
100
attempts.
yards. We haven't given up 100 yards rushing since week one,
Nobody's
bro.
rushed the ball more than 20 times against y'all, bro. I
What
don't
does that
think
have to
one
do with
team
anything? It's
I
because they
think Avery.
can't.
I think what they're saying is because y'all pass defense is so bad, teams
they
aren't
don't
really
even have
they're
to
not
run the
running.
I
Yeah.
ball.
understand what he's saying, but even when it wasn't bad, they still weren't running. That's why I said Saquon had 18 rushes for 66 yards. That's not that good, bro.
I
Like they
feel
were
you.
rushing the ball, and we still stopped them, and y'all still trying to discredit everything. So
I,
it don't matter how many rushes they get, and everything. Y'all still gonna come up with something like, oh, well, y'all still. But so
but I mean, you
that's
gotta
where
pick.
I'm getting
You
at.
gotta pick and choose where you say it's just week 3, then, because you gotta stay consistent with that. Because if it's
Yeah.
just week 3, that might be
Well,
the
no,
only
that's
reason
my
your run
point
defense.
though. Well, my thing is, I say it's just week three because we had one good game where I feel like y'all's game against us. I feel like we played good. Like our defensive front played good and everything. We actually generated sack. Y'all didn't even generate one.
I
So
understand
we
that.
had two games where we didn't really get that much pressure and stuff. So that's two over one game. Y'all acting like the whole season's over. We have no pass
I'm
rush.
not
Y'all ain't even
acting
see
like
Because
Clowney
nothing.
all
or
we heard was
anything.
how y'all
So
was playing the worst offensive line and how the pass rush was going to do
nobody
this.
said
And
they were the worst in the line. Bro, have you seen Ashton Genty's stats? He's got more yards after contact than before. Like they easily have the worst offensive line, bro. I don't know why you're trying to act like the Bears have the
hey,
worst this and that all
we
of a
could go
sudden,
in
but that's
timestamp where
not
you
true.
said how you want to see the pass rush against us against the Giants and how we didn't do a lot, and then say, yeah, we got them week 2. Yeah, now you gonna see what our pass rush gonna do. 450,
Yeah.
450.
Cause he was getting rid of it quick because it was already open. He didn't even need
If you
time, to be
throwing
honest with you.
50-yard bombs, that's not quick game. You dropping back 3 step
I mean,
drop and
bro,
looking.
I didn't
That
honestly.
route
I didn't
gotta
see
develop.
Russell. I didn't see Russell holding the ball that long personally. But if that's what y'all think, that's what y'all think.
And
Okay,
then
no, that's
my
cool. We
last
can
thing,
go ahead.
you talk about the film. Watching the film on easy, you talking about how, yeah, they doing the same thing over and over again. Pass rushing,
Bro, we're rushing for.
you are in the NF of the L.
Bro,
You
I
pass rush.
understand that, but you
Hold on,
guys aren't
hold
looking
on.
at
Let
it
me
from an
finish.
offensive perspective,
Let me
though. They're
finish. Let me
literally just
finish.
running up their
Let
field.
me
They're not
finish.
stunning. They're not
Let
doing
me.
anything.
Do you mind if I
Like,
finish? Do
go
you
ahead,
mind
bro.
if
But
I
I just want you to
finish?
understand what I'm saying when I
I'm
say they're
trying
doing
to.
the
I
same
need
thing.
you to understand what I'm saying. The argument on, oh, they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. That's not coaching, bro. We're not about
All
to put
right,
all
bro.
this on coaching. At
All
the
right,
end of
bro.
the day, it's mano a mano. You got one-on-one pass rush. What NFL player isn't thanking the heavens above that they got one-on-one pass rush? I cannot think of anybody that would say that. You talk about Dante Fowler. This guy hasn't gotten a stat. A stat. He hasn't gotten one stat this whole season. Not even a tackle.
Okay, I'm
Uh,
telling you why you're disagreeing. It's all good, bro.
yeah,
We
let's
disagree
move
to
on. Let's
disagree.
move on. I do want to
It's
last
Well,
all
thing.
good, bro.
why? Why? Because the coach ain't
Abe don't
calling
got the
certain things?
answers, bro. Abe don't got the
I
answers.
literally told you it's because they're doing the same thing. They're literally, bro. Watch the Cowboys, please. Just watch the defensive line. They don't stunt at all. They don't do anything. They literally just go up straight to field. And like I told you, it's coached because every single player is doing the same thing. You don't see a spin. You don't see no finesse or nothing. It looks like it's coached. That's what I'm trying to
listen,
tell you. Just
listen,
like when
guys.
when it was 3rd and 2, and you seen both of our corners 7 yards back off the ball. What do you think the corners want to do that, bro? I know it's
These
mano a
motherfuckers
mano,
making
but they're being coached to do
15,
that.
30
That's what I'm
million
trying to tell
dollars.
you,
These are
bro. I
30-year-olds
understand
who
what
been
you can make
playing
it
for
sound
all
sweeter
these
than what it
years.
is, but I'm just letting you
Bro,
know,
they
bro,
just
what it
don't
is, bro.
have
All
it,
right.
bro. They just don't
Packers,
have it.
Packers,
It's
Cowboys
all
Sunday
good, man.
night.
We gonna see.
We'll all be watching. So we'll
And I
all
want to
see.
last. I'm gonna just say one thing. Jordan Love's 3-0 versus Matt Eberflus defense. So
Shit,
keep
I
that in
don't see
mind.
why not. That defense sucks, bro. Like I said, I hope he makes adjustments, man. That's all I can do is hope, bro.
Nah, yeah, let's
At
go.
this
We was
point,
doing
but
good. We
I'm
was
cool
doing
with our
good.
personnel though.
We
All right,
earned
y'all. So
out.
we're gonna get into our next segment. It's gonna be called Bubble or Trouble. So I'm gonna ask the guys each about one team, and they're gonna tell me if they feel like this team is in trouble or if they just on the bubble and they can still bounce back for this season. Okay. So we're gonna first start off with Conte. We got Lamar and the Ravens. Okay. So last game, the Ravens, they lost a thriller to the Bills week one in Buffalo, 41-40. Then they bounced back the following week home against the Browns and won 41-17. And this
Hmm.
past weekend, they just played the Detroit Lions and fell 38-30, where they allowed 224 rushing yards, four touchdowns on the ground, and a tutty in the air with 200 passing yards. That's a bad defense. Are they in trouble or are they on the bubble?
I'm gonna go ahead and say they are on the bubble, man. They lost against arguably the best team in football in the Bills, and then they lost against arguably a top three team in the NFC. You know, these aren't bad teams that they're losing to. These are great teams. Um, yeah, I think they're fine, and they got a bounce back week against a bad Chiefs team. I think they'll bounce back. After that, they have the Texans, who are all 0-3. And then they got a tough matchup against the Rams, and then after that it's the Bears, which is they have winnable games. I think the season started off with tough matchups, but they have bad defense, yes, but their offense is arguably a top four offense in the NFL.
Yeah,
They'll be
they be
fine.
moved.
They'll
They
be
be
fine.
rolling.
They'll get it together. They'll be fine.
Okay. No, I respect that. I agree too. Anybody got anything to add to that over the Ravens?
That's
Okay.
mine. I'll talk
All right.
about them later.
No, I'm with you. Okay. All right. Next, we got Mahad. Mahad. We got the only 0-3 team that we're gonna discuss, and it's gonna be the Texans. The Texans are currently 0-3, but have lost all close games, all by one score or less than one score. Week one, they lost to the Rams 14-9 in a close away game. Week two, they lost to the Bucks 20-19, so only by 1 point at home. And then they just lost this weekend to the Jacksonville Jaguars 17-10. So all losses by one score games. So how you feel about them? They in trouble or are they on the bubble?
Texans are in trouble, man, and this hurts me
Mm,
because this was my surprise team in the offseason, and I was like,
that's why I asked you.
I thought they was going to be top five defense, which the defense is playing good ball. It's really not
Yeah,
their
they're
fault.
good.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's trouble down there. They just recently released C.J. Gardner Johnson, who I just read played 65 of the 70 snaps on Sunday. So
Mm,
Sheesh.
it's clearly something going on in that locker room where, yeah, they're in trouble, man. And the fact that the Jaguars and the Colts jumped off to good starts, Colts being 3-0, Jaguars being 2-1. I just don't know if they can make up that ground with the AFC schedule that they got. So yeah, I think they're in trouble, man. If they lose this next week, go ahead and call it a season, man. 0-4 is not you're not coming back from that.
yeah, I agree. And this week, I believe they have the Titans, so they have a good chance to bounce back and go one
For
and
sure.
three. So yeah,
It's all
that'll be
dependent on
good.
the Colts. If the Colts keep balling like this, it don't even matter because it's not going to be a team from the AFC South being a wild card team. There's too many good other teams.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. That
Yeah.
division's good. Okay. All right. Lastly, we got Ryan. We got the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are currently sitting at 1-2. Their first game they lost to the Chargers in Brazil, 27-21 by one score. Week two, they lost to the Eagles, 20-17 by one score as well. But that game came at home. I mean, that loss came at a loss at home. And they just secured their very first victory against the New York Giants this past weekend, 22-9. So they're currently sitting at 1-2. How you feeling about them, Ryan? Are they in trouble or on the bubble?
I think they on the bubble. They
Okay.
got some good. Their top receivers coming back. Um,
Hmm.
I think they're gonna be fully prepared to get back to work and getting that offense back on track. First and foremost, they lost two football games to two really good teams. As we see, the
Yeah.
Chargers, they're not a slouch. They're not pretenders. They're really a team that's really coming out to really do some big things. Now, this game against the Ravens coming up is going to be a really, really, really good game because I think both teams are on the bubble. And honestly
Yeah.
speaking, whoever loses, I don't even think it matters. I think they'll still be on the bubble because I just had
Okay.
that much trust in their quarterback. So
I agree.
the
Hmm.
Chiefs are never out of it, man. Like I said, getting those guys back that they have coming back, I think they're going to be in good shape.
Okay. Now I'm with you all the way up until both teams might even doesn't it doesn't matter who loses, both teams will still be on the boat. I think the Ravens, if they lose this game, I think they're in trouble just because that defense is terrible, bro.
Who wins that
Like
division
Lamar,
though? That's my
who they got?
thing.
The Steelers, the Browns,
And the
Ravens, and who?
Bengals.
And the Bengals. That's a
Yeah,
good
they
point.
Yeah,
So the
yeah they
weak
all look bad
division
right now.
might help them out. That's a good point.
yeah.
But
This
yeah,
my
it's
this
just
my
that defense, man. I don't know. They got all the big names in the world, but it ain't looking like
facts
it. So
for
I think
facts.
we're sleeping on the Chiefs right now, and they're low key. They're gonna be creeping up on must win situations because they have a Ravens team that they're going against, right?
yeah.
Let's say they lose that game. We don't even need to do that, right? It's a tough matchup. After that, they have the Jags. They should win, but then they have the Lions, right? Then they have the
And
Raiders,
then who they got?
the Raiders, then the Commanders.
Oh yeah.
Then after the Commanders, they have the Bills.
He's stupid.
You know,
Okay.
then
Hey,
the
they're
Bills, the
good.
Broncos, the Colts. I don't know, man. It's
I don't know.
they,
I'm not.
they got a tough.
I'm
they got a
gonna
tough,
save it
schedule.
because I got them as my matchup for later, and I'm gonna talk on both of that. But I
Okay.
don't think either's in trouble.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for playing Trouble or Bubble. That was our new segment here. And we're going to roll into another new segment we got. It's going to be called Stacking the Deck. And in this segment, I'm going to have the guys rank their top three NFC teams and their top three AFC teams. And they're going to be starting from 3 to 1. So you're going to hear the third best team to the first best team. So first, we're going to start off with Conte. And go ahead and tell us your NFC and AFC top three teams.
All right, man. I'm gonna start off with the NFC.
Okay.
And third, I'm going with the LA Rams. I think they're
Okay.
still finding their rhythm on offense. I liked how they pushed the Eagles. I think the Eagles are not to jump ahead, but the Eagles are really good. I'll say that. And they played a really good matchup against them. Offense is strong, defense is strong, and they're 2-1. You know, when teams lose to other tough teams, I don't really knock them out down that much. So I like the Rams sitting at 3. 2, Detroit Lions. Week 1, they looked a little shaky against the Packers, but ever since then, they've been putting belts to ass. They got the Bears up out of there. The Ravens game was close at first, but then that defense, man, they were on Lamar like crazy, you know. And then it was impressive to see because Aiden, you know, we thought he was a little shaky, but
Wobbly leg.
yeah, he looks good, man. He looks like he's getting back in rhythm as well. So I definitely like the Detroit Lions. And number 1, I know I hate to say it, but I got to give it to Philly.
Come on.
They are 3-0. My biggest knock on them was throwing, you know, and I don't have a knock on them. Buddy came out and he said, "Hey, we need to win the game. Running ain't really doing it."
Biggest
Oh,
guy
so
on the
they could throw
picture,
for
bro.
one game. Now he liked that. Like, fuck
Hey,
it.
listen, if you shove the only critic we had on him was the throwing, you know what I mean? And
I'm just
he did what he did. So yeah. So I got the
Okay.
Eagles number 1 in the NFC. Now to move on to the AFC, number 3, I'm gonna go to Baltimore Ravens. Like I said with the Los Angeles Rams, like when teams lose to other tough teams, I don't knock them down that much. They're 1-2. Like I said, the losses came to other heavyweights. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. Like I said earlier in the other segment. So I'm gonna move on from them. And second in the AFC, I gotta give it to the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin
Yeah.
looks sharp. You know, he's a guy who I've critiqued in the past as you're kind of, you know, you need to show us something. And he's been showing us something, you know. And the thing about it is their offense is looking good. They got Keenan back. They got Johnston. He actually can catch this year. Ladd is looking good. And young rookie running back as well. But the thing is their defense is clicking as well. And that's what makes them scary. Their offense is looking
Yeah.
good. The defense is looking good. That's a scary team, especially late in the season. Number 1, I got to go with the 3-0 Bills. They look like the best team in NFL right now to me. Complete roster. Their offense is firepower. Their defense is they create a lot of turnovers, right? I think they're tied for third in the NFL in turnovers. So if you got a defense that's taking the ball away, you got an offense that always scores. I mean, and you got a quarterback who's coming off an MVP season. Like, what more do you want out of that? So
Yeah.
those are my
Okay.
rankings right there.
Got it.
Okay. I just got one question. You were talking about how Chargers are real balanced, like on offense, and they're clicking on defense. So you still feel like Bills are more balanced of a team when it comes to offense and defense across the board than the Chargers? We're both 3-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Bills are a little bit more balanced. I'll say that. No, I'm
Okay.
lying. I think the Chargers are more balanced. I think the Bills are just create better opportunities, like defensive wise. They can take the ball away a little better. Where the Chargers might just stop you. You know what I'm
I got you.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. Now I feel that. All
that's a good
right.
question.
Next, we'll go ahead and let Ryan stack the deck. Who you got for your matchups for NFC and AFC?
Yeah, man. So for the NFC, like you said, start from 3-1. So number 3, I
Hmm.
got the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Baker's been showing that he's really about that action. He had some pretty good games in these first 3 weeks. So and some like last drive wins. So I think he's been doing a really good job. Number 2, call me a hater, but I'm going with the Eagles. Um, I don't know, man. I just don't
I
like. I don't
respect it.
like.
I respect it.
I love green, but I just don't like Eagle green. And
Just week 3, y'all.
I'm not even gonna talk about the Eagles. Like I'm not even talk no more.
Okay.
It's porn. Number 1, I'm gonna stick with the Packers, man. You know, I think they had one off against against the Browns. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Um, Browns got a really solid defense. They went into that game and they got taken care of, but I still wouldn't take them as being a top team in the NFC. I still think they're a team to be reckoned with. In the AFC, number 3, I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. I
Okay.
think Daniel Jones. I'm a huge Daniel Jones guy. I
Hmm.
would not be surprised if they go undefeated in their division.
Oh, I was about
Um,
to say.
oh hell no,
I
nah,
was
nah,
about to say.
Yeah.
nah,
Nah, you good. You good.
nah.
You're
Just
undefeated.
the biggest thing with the Colts, man, they have a steady quarterback presence, a pretty
Hmm.
good run game, a really good offensive line.
Yeah, they
Um,
do.
and they do well on defense. You know, they're not very flashy on defense, but they just kind of get the job done. You know, they're a
Yeah,
blue collar team, no pun intended.
real
But
shit.
I
Yeah.
just think that Indianapolis is a team that's going to be pretty dangerous in the playoffs as well, just because of their style of play. Number 2, I'm gonna actually go with the Bills. I'm not a huge believer in Buffalo as far as winning the big game. I do believe Josh Allen is a great quarterback. I love the what they stand for. Buffalo stands for another blue collar type team. Hard nosed, but I just wouldn't give them the edge over the Chargers. Chargers are my number 1 team. Harbaugh, he's completely just remodeled his entire image. He's the same as what he was in San Francisco, but I just think he's more personable now, and you could see it with
Players
the
coach.
players. Yeah, you could see it
Hmm.
with the players, and I think it's making a huge difference in LA. So
Yeah, I'm
I'm
with you.
sticking with the Chargers at 1.
Okay, that's a good list right there. That's a little shake up from what Conte had on his AFC as well. He added the
Mm-hmm.
Colts
For
to his,
sure.
so let's see if Mahad's shaking up his deck and hear how he stacks his deck.
All right, I'm gonna start with the AFC.
Okay.
At 3 for the AFC, hate me. I got the Chiefs. You know, the Chiefs have played 3 tough games. Um, they lost to the Chargers barely. They lost to the Eagles barely. They got Rasheed Rice coming back in a week after. What's today? Week. They got Rasheed Rice coming back in 2 weeks. They got Xavier Worthy coming back this
3
week.
weeks.
He come
He
back
don't
week
come back
6,
till
right?
week 7. 7. He's suspended 6 games. Yeah.
Okay. So he come
Hmm.
back in three
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
They got it. Tyquan Thornton has came alive in that offense. I don't know if you guys been watching. Like he's shown
He
that he
looks
can be
good.
a, he
Yeah, he
can be
does
a
look
wide
good.
receiver too. And Xavier Worthy's gonna be that deep. You see all the shots Mahomes been taking. He's looking for a guy for them deep
Yeah.
shots, and he's
Yeah.
gonna get his guy this week. So I truly still got them at 3. This list is gonna
Okay.
surprise y'all. Number 2, I got the Baltimore Ravens. I still think the Ravens are one of the best teams in the AFC. I'm not panicking off the start of this season. You know, they've lost tough games. They've lost to good
Yeah.
teams. I'm gonna stay afloat. I'm not going with the flashy. I'm not being lazy and taking the 3-0, 2-1 teams. Um, Number 1, I got the Buffalo Bills. I'm leaving the
Okay.
Chargers off my list. I don't think they're gonna win that division, even though they're starting 3-0. I still think the Chiefs will find a way to win that division. Buffalo, simply best team in the AFC. They got the best quarterback play in the AFC right now, currently. Um,
MVP.
and I'm just high on them right now, man. Their defense and their offense, special teams, they're all clicking. And to the NFC, this was tougher for me, man. Number 3 was really tough. I didn't know if I want to put the Lions or the Rams. I'm sorry, the Lions or the Buccaneers. I think I'm gonna give it to the Lions because I think we're gonna beat the Bucs this week, and I truly think losing Mike Evans hurts them. Even though they got some guys coming back, I think that is that one, their number one that hurts losing, and I'm projecting what that'll look like in the next couple weeks. Number 2, I'm going Detroit Lions, man. I think they answered questions this past week. I
Hold
think.
on. You said Lions is 3.
Did I say Lions is 3? I'm sorry. I meant the
Yeah.
Rams is number 2. I
There you go.
apologize. Yeah.
No, you
So
good.
yeah, I got the Rams number 2, man. I'm not panicking off their loss to us, man. They gave us hell. That's 2 games in a row that they bumped with us
It's a
to the
good
end.
bump.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's a team that I predict we're gonna see again down the line, and there's gonna be some more bumps. So I still think they're the second most talented, second best team in the conference. First, I'm gonna go. We don't even gotta do this for long, man. I'm going to Philadelphia Eagles, man. Best team in football. I'm not gonna harp on it. Y'all hear it all pod. So
Yeah.
that's my rankings right there.
Okay. All right. I like how y'all stacked the deck. I'll just go ahead and go over mine real quick. So I'll start off with the NFC. Mine's similar to Mahad's. I got the Lions at 3. The Lions they laid an egg their first game against the Packers, coming off a season where they lost their offense coordinator and defense coordinator. So I think it was just a shaky first game for them. And since then, their last 2 games they dropped 90 points. So that offense found the groove. They can run the ball now. And yeah, they looking real good. So I'm gonna throw them at their 3. I couldn't put the Bucks there just because, like Ryan was saying earlier, they won some close games. Yeah, Baker, he's got some game winning drives and whatnot, but the wins just weren't looking too convincing to me. Even though they're 3-0, I think I like the Lions season right now. It looks a little bit better than the Bucks to me. So they're at 3 for me on NFC. Number 2, I got the Rams. The only reason I don't have them at number 1 is because they lost to the Eagles. So I think it's kind of clear those are the top 2 teams in NFC right now. I think we all have the same list as far as those top 2 right there. And yeah, it is what it is right there. Again, Eagles are going to be at number 1 because they just beat the Rams. It's as simple as that. Those are my
See,
2 top teams in the NFC right now. And yeah, moving on to the AFC, I actually had the same lineup as Ryan. I have the Colts at number 3. Um, they've been playing really good ball. I'm a Daniel Jones guy too. Me and Ryan been going to bat for Daniel Jones since the summer. I think he's proven us right. He's looking good, and he will have his first test against the Rams this week. So hopefully we can keep talking some mess next week about him too. So we'll see. And then my number 2, I have the Bills. I give the Chargers a slight edge. As y'all know, I have the Chargers at number 1. I'm gonna give the Chargers a slight edge over the Bills because of their defense. I think their defense is a little better. I do like Conte's point with the Buffalo Bills turning the ball over at a high rate. They definitely do that. We've seen Ed Oliver going crazy, just doing everything for them. Stealing sacks, strip fumbles, stripping Derrick Henry. Like they doing their thing for sure. They're hungry out there. But I do like the way the Chargers are looking. Like Ryan alluded to earlier, you can tell there's some love on that team, man. Harbaugh got them boys playing together. They look like brothers out there, man. This is his first time coaching them, so there's definitely some rapport there, and I like what I'm seeing right now. So I got the Chargers at 1 and the Bills at 2. So those are my rankings for stacking the deck, and yeah,
see, you
we'll
know
go ahead and
ball,
move
man.
on. Yeah,
You
so
know
we'll go ahead
football
and
besides the Cowboys. Fool. Anything else, you know some balls, man.
I can respect that. I respect that. So we'll move into our last segment of the day. We've been talking about a little NFC, a little AFC, and we're going to close it out by getting into some matchups across the league. I'm going to ask each of the Kings of the East one matchup each, and they're going to let me know if they feel like they're going to who's going to win. All right. So first, we'll start off with Ryan. Ryan's got a really good matchup. He's going to talk to us about. He got the Colts and Rams. So the Colts are currently 3-0, and they've been rolling on offense, looking real modest on defense as well. They faced their true tests, if you will, in the 2-1 Rams, who are coming off a loss against the undefeated Eagles after giving up a 19-point lead. So, how you feeling about the Colts and Rams matchup, Ryan?
As much as I want to feel good, it keeps this just stay on shooting for that. being the leader of the Daniel Jones fan group,
Hmm.
I think that Rams pass rush really gets after Daniel Jones in
Okay.
LA, and I think LA takes that win against the Colts on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Now I can see it. Yeah. Colts do have a good line, but like you said, Rams got a pretty good pass rush too. So that's going to be a good battle in the trenches this weekend for sure. So we'll move on to Conte. Conte's got the matchup tonight. Tonight we have the Seahawks and the Cardinals. And Seahawks did what they were supposed to do last week against the 0-3 Saints and added to their 2-1 record. And now they face the Cardinals coming off a crushing loss to the 49ers, where they had some chances to win that game for real. But they are looking to bounce back against the Seahawks. So how you feeling about the Seahawks Cardinals matchup, Conte?
Before I start this, I will let y'all know I'm gonna be hate watching that Colts Ram game. Finally, Dave Jones gives some bump. I'm hate watching that. But
Okay, I respect
to
it.
talk about the Seahawks Cardinals, like Abe said, Thursday night football, both teams 2-1. Thursday night games are always a little bad, a little nasty. So I'm not really expecting a high scoring game or anything. I think the Seattle Seahawks, they're coming off a dominant win off of the Saints. You know, they're gonna have a lot of confidence. They're gonna be trucking along. Arizona Cardinals, they just lost James Conner for the whole season,
Yeah.
and I think that was a bad loss for them. They have home field advantage though, and Kyler, Kyler's he's explosive. He can create plays with his legs and arms. I
Yep.
saw a pretty nice stat that I'm trying to find right now. Let me see.
While you
November.
looking at that, what? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while you looking at that, I will say one matchup I saw was the Rams are they're one of the worst teams against the tight end, and Cardinals got Trey McBride, so that should be good, something positive for them to look at even after losing James Conner. Hopefully that helps them out.
I'll take
Yeah.
no credit for
So
my parlay.
Yeah, for sure.
the Seattle Seahawks. The last time the Seattle Seahawks lost to the Cardinals was November 21st, 2021. So they
Say the
beat
year one
them
more time.
2021.
Ooh.
So Seattle has dominated this matchup. And I think they continue to dominate this matchup. With a pretty easy win, I'll say that.
Think so?
Yep. Yeah, I think they can get this done.
I haven't been pleased with Sam Darnold, man. He's been looking like he wasn't worth that money, but that can be a topic
Yeah.
for another day.
Their defense looks real good though. Seahawks
McDonald's
defense.
a baller, bro. That's a
Yeah,
great
he
man.
is.
They
Coach,
flying
yeah.
around, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some guys over there. Young guys too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So we'll move into our last matchup of the day. We got the battle of the 1-2s. And Mahad's going to let us know how he feels about this Ravens and Chiefs matchup. They're both 1-2 right now. We have one team coming off their first win of the season, and we have one team coming off their second loss of the season. So the Ravens gave up over 200 rushing yards last week, and the Chiefs have struggled to run the ball this season as Pat Mahomes is their leading rusher at the moment. So we got two elite quarterbacks going at it. How you feeling about this matchup, Mahad?
Man, it's a crime because I don't know what the schedule makers were thinking putting this at 425. That Packers Cowboys ended up working
Yeah.
out because Micah got traded, but
Yeah, it did end up
this-
working out.
this should have been the primetime game, bro. I think it's
I
going to be
agree.
another classic. It's two of the best quarterbacks in football. It's going to come down to the last possession like it always does. I truly think this game, I got the Ravens winning. I got the Chiefs winning for the simple fact that the Chiefs can't really afford to lose this. The Ravens can. And I just think that what I saw in that Ravens defense, I think Mahomes is going to pick that apart. He has his deep threat back. I think he's going to eat with all the under routes with Juju, Travis Kelce. I think Kareem Hunt and Pacheco are going to have a good day because the Ravens
Yeah, me
can't
too.
stop. They can't stop a runny nose right now. And I
I'm
think this is
telling
the game. I think this is the game that the Chiefs running game gets started. And like I said, man, I really just think the Chiefs need this more. They have a 3-0 team in the division. They just can't let them gain too much. And by the fact that the Broncos and I can't remember who the other team
Chargers.
is.
Chargers.
The Broncos and somebody. Who's the other team? Raiders.
Raiders.
The Broncos and the Raiders are both 1-2, which is really good. So I truly think the Chiefs win this game. I think they get back into that power, the high rankings of the AFC. And I think the Ravens catch their stride because they still get to play all those other teams that are above them twice. So I think the Ravens will be fine, but I do think they will lose because Mahomes really got all those AFC quarterbacks' heart. So I think he pulls it off.
So basically, based off history, You think they're gonna lose?
And Xavier Worthy's back, and they got they have a still average tight end, if you want to call him that. I think this again he'll produce. But yeah, I think Xavier Worthy comes back, changes everything for him. I think their offense opens up.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's real important that they establish the running game this week because, like I
For
mentioned
sure.
earlier, Pat Mahomes can't be a leading rusher through 4 weeks. That's
Nah,
ridiculous,
nah.
especially against this running defense who just allowed 220. Granted, it was Gibbs and Montgomery, but still, gotta do something about that. So I'm with you.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that's all we have for y'all this week. Y'all make sure y'all tap back in with us for week 5 and when we go over our recaps and everything. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you for rocking with the Kings of the East, man. See y'all next week.